Hey everyone, my name is RGB. Today I'm here to work on the first video of hopefully a new short series in the channel. I'll be turning the main 6 from My Little Pony into Uma Musume characters, giving them race aptitudes, special skills, and outlining how their careers and relationships would be written if they were racers. And if you don't know what Uma Musume is, let me give you a quick explanation. Uma Musume Pretty Derby is a popular Japanese multimedia franchise by Cygames featuring horse girls, characters with horse ears, tails, and superhuman speed, who are anime-style reincarnations of legendary real-life Japanese racehorses. The franchise includes a major mobile/PC training simulation game released globally in 2025, many animes and mangas where characters train at racing academy to compete in races and perform as idols. Although I always forget that they're also idols. Even if you're new to the franchise as a whole, keep on watching because I'm sure you still manage to enjoy the video. And before we start, I'll kindly ask you to subscribe, leave a like and comment. I will be releasing the next video when we reach the milestone of 500 likes. It took me quite a while to start working on this video because I find that Uma Musume character designs have many intricacies and references to the real-life jockeys and their horses, and I wasn't quite sure how I take that from Rainbow Dash, since we only really have the horse and her motifs are very clear and straight to the point. Initially, I started designing her race outfit with 2 core ideas in mind: sporty and her great galloping gala outfit. You can notice that in her first concept design, she looks very sporty with her hooded crop top and shorts, as well as having normal looking sneakers. The other accessories were just extras I shoved into her in an attempt to make the design more interesting. For her second outfit, I leaned into something a bit more fantasy looking, taking inspiration from her great galloping gala attire that is heavily Greek influenced with the gold accessories. For her overall outfit, I decided to keep basic colors, white, black and blue, and give her hair the rainbow colors. I wanted to keep her upper body clothes simpler and closer to the body because the hair was supposed to grab all of the viewers' attention, so I didn't want to make it too convoluted with information by adding anything that resembled her wings or would make her look flowier, although that was something that I really wanted to do. I really wanted to give her something that would clearly resemble her wings since she's a Pegasi, but I felt like it would make her silhouette look too convoluted, so I ended up giving up on that idea. At the end of it all, I decided to keep her very simple looking. The only aspects of her design that are clearly Greek inspired are the skirt and the golden rifts that are a symbol of winners. There's a bunch of gold throughout her design because I really wanted to make her look somewhat royal and elegant, and I believe gold ornaments always make any design look more expensive. The cloths attached to her waist ended up being what I settled to make her look more flowy. The idea is that she's so fast that the fabrics get torn apart because of her speed and become irregular. She, of course, has 2 lightning bolt symbols on her choker and belt, because of course, and she only has 1 stocking because I can, and that's very Uma Musume coded. Since normal Rainbow Dash does not have any irregularity or patterns on her body to become a reference in her design, I just did that because I can. And there's little wings on her shoes because she's a Pegasus. I didn't draw the wings on her back view because I didn't want to. That would be too difficult and I'm not that good with perspective. You can see that I'm very thoughtful about my design choices. Now, what troubled me the most and probably what I'm the least satisfied with so far is her hair. Rainbow Dash always came across to be as someone who has wild and very stylish hair, so I had so many different ideas in mind that I ended up getting overwhelmed by them. I loved every single hairstyle I came up with, but I ended up settling with the ponytail. Initially, I wanted her G1 race hairstyle to be a mixture of straight hair with dreads and her normal hairstyle to be braids, but I researched and found out that the dreads are a long-term hairstyle while braids usually last less, so it wouldn't make a lot of sense for her to use the dreads for special events and always have the braids, you know, it wouldn't be very time smart. Because of that, I decided to make everything braids. Because G1s are very important races and some happen only once throughout the horse's entire lifetime, it made sense to me that Rainbow Dash would really dress up for them, spend an entire day getting ready, doing her hair, and getting those hair extensions ready. So to sum it up, her original hair is short, like you can see on the drawing. She's wearing Tracin's Academy uniform, and for her G1 G1 race outfit, she's wearing hair extensions that she probably gets ready one day before the race. You can clearly see that I was very intentional with filling in her hair in sections. Her bangs were yellow, orange, and red, while the purple and green were used for her ponytail. Last part that I believe needs explanation is, well, her tail. I really settled with the idea that her tail would be fully yellow to symbolize lightning. But when it was time to paint, the yellow-only hair on her G1 race outfit seemed really lacking, so I decided to use all of her hair colors on it, and I gave it kind of a wild lightning pattern to it. It kind of reminded me of fire, but that wasn't really the intention. And this is really sad, but I didn't record a huge chunk of the drawing process because I lost the files and did the whole line art on Psy. So this entire video is kinda jinxed, but I hope everyone manages to like it anyways. This was my first time making a character reference sheet that has front, side, and back plus an alternative outfit, so I was pretty happy with the result, although it's not exactly what I envisioned. So let me give you the final information about her becoming an Uma Musume. Rainbow Dash has 30% speed growth and is specialized in sprint races, but she can also run mile races. She's proficient in both turf and dirt, although she personally likes dirt more. That makes her able to run many sprint races. She's a front runner since everybody is always eating her dust, and she's faster than anyone. Her special skill is called Sonic Rain Boom. It's focused on maintaining momentum and converting it into explosive acceleration. It activates if she's in the lead in the final stretch while dueling the position with another Uma. Every Uma has a career story, and while I didn't go deep into developing her career, I outlined it, and it will develop as following. Rainbow Dash starts as a raw talent Uma. She's extremely fast and overconfident, but her performance is inconsistent. She wins most of her races unless she misjudges spacing or faces an opponent who's more strategic and calculated than her. Through her career, the trainer has to help her realize that racing isn't only about raw talent and being the fastest. You need to study your opponents, the track you're running on, your positioning, and have self-control. With guidance, she evolves and becomes a refined front runner. She's still the aggressive and overconfident Rainbow Dash, but her actions have meaning and thought behind them. Now she's better and smarter, and she's definitely going to be more consistent with her wins. And that's my Uma Musume Rainbow Dash design. I really had so much fun coming up with this video. If you watched it until the end, comment Sonic Rain Boom to help boost the video. If you like my work and you would like to support me, I highly recommend you to check out my card because all of my links are there. You can get a commission from me, you can support me over on Ko-fi or Patreon, and you can definitely follow me on Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, Twitch, and join our community Discord server. I'll be waiting for you. And thank you to the people who are still supporting me over on Patreon. Thank you so much, Nico, Soda, and blockkittydj. I'm going to try and post more stuff there, so wait for me!